one connection, one valve, that will feed 8 aquariums. Alright, so check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 aquariums, 10 gallons. These are all going in my fish room. So let me get to it. I'm going to show you how I did this using simple drip kit parts that you get at your local hardware store for your landscaping. Oh wait, don't forget something very important and critical. Dun dun dun! Yep, we got to have the little clips. They go on these quick connects and they help secure the lines to make sure you don't have any leaks. You don't have to use them, but I strongly recommend you do, especially if you're going to do something that you're trying to set and forget. So, a couple of little tricks that I learned. See how this tube is fairly straight, but you see how the cuttings I have are not. Here's an example. There, well, this line unfortunately comes in a coil. It's pretty rigid, so it's kind of hard to straighten out. A friend of mine, Jason at Jadren Aquatics, he gave me an expert tip of running hot water through them, and I thought that's an excellent idea. I mean, it works. It works great. For my purpose today, I'm going to do something that I think is more along the lines of the way I do things, maybe a little bit bass-ackwards, however you want to look at it. I'm going to use what I have, and it's something I think is quick and simple. Let me show you. Here's the magic trick. See, I have this little space heater I use to keep my room pretty warm for all the fry that I'm breeding, and just in case it gets cool like it has the past couple of nights, I can turn it on and keep my room at about 78 degrees, and I don't have to worry about having to have individual heaters for all the fry that I have. But dual purpose. I can use this to quickly heat up these tubes and straighten them out. So for example, I'll roll this in front, get it nice and warm. It's hard to do this with one hand, but then where it's bent, I kind of straighten it. It works better with two hands, I promise you. The trick is to roll it so that way it evenly heats up on all sides, and that makes it much more pliable. If not, then when you bend it, it'll just go back to its original shape because only part of it was warmed up. So like I said, I'll roll it between my fingers. Let it cool off, and then it's somewhat straight. So I'm going to do all my other hoses and get them straightened out. So here I go. Before I get it up on the aquariums, I have it laid out on the floor so you can see what's going on. I basically straightened out the lines. I added all the T connectors and the drippers. There's 4 aquariums per row. I have on this end a dripper that is closed off, so no water. It's basically a stopper. Same thing here. It's closed off. They're all set to the same amount of clicks, and whether I have to do some adjusting or not, I'll figure that out later. On this end, I have the elbows with the little blue washer lock washer over here facing downwards. That's going to connect to this T. I'm going to get the measurements. Once I put these up on the wall, I'll get the measurement of this hose and this hose, or I'll get the measurement of this tubing and the measurement of this tubing, and then I'll run another tubing to this, and I feed it from here. And now the moment of truth. So before we get too far, don't mind the lights. I have new ones coming, but for now, these are doing just fine. So here's the top row. This is where it feeds in. And there's the drip. There's the second one. There's the third one. I have it a little bit higher since it's a little bit lower. Higher drip rate since the aquarium is a little less filled than the others. There's that one. And again, this is a temporary setup, so I'm just running little hooks to hold the lines in place, the air lines and the water lines. So of course it goes down. Here's where it feeds into. It feeds into back there. There's the other elbow connecting the line, and it's dripping. Let me move this light. Again, temporary lighting. So there's the dripper. There's the dripper. There's the dripper. And there's the dripper. All four at once. On this bottom row, and all four at once on the top row. Basically, did it all for less than $15. If you consider I bought the hose at 100 feet and all the drippers and the T-valves and connectors, all together I probably spent $50 in supplies and maybe used $15 worth of it.